Mine won't go through. I don't think so. If I try. You can pick up to 15 people at a time. Okay, let me just see where. Oh, there he is. Hello, Rahss. Are you on here? Hello. He was here. I invited him. I don't know if he got. Okay, let's just do this again.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How's everything?
Sorry for the slight delay.
Okay. Rahss, can you do me a favor and share with some followers, including Mufti G? My private messaging is blocked. I don't know if
For some reason, oh no, here I go.
Okay.
Let me see.
Including Mufti G. I hope you didn't forget. He's supposed to be co-hosting with me today. And I was just playing some of your songs.
See, how can I send it to Mufti? I mean, can I search his name? I mean, because I'm seeing everybody come up.
Yeah, you gotta go like.
No, I found it. I just sent him. Yeah, I follow him. I just had to scroll. I sent it to him. I'm sending.
So how's it going? How have you done so far with your fundraiser?
Good, you know. It's been very steady. A lot of it's you know, a lot of donors giving, you know, moderate amounts, so it's nice, you know, it's a real community fundraiser. But yeah, we got over $2,000, which is excellent, in about 4 days. So just trying to keep pushing so we could put this very special thing together. And like I say, the money's going right into people who need its pockets, more in Washington, D.C., but also some in Gaza. And it's building, more importantly, a machine and a network that will bring together, you know, different groups that are kind of, it's like you guys are in Costa Rica, we're here, then you guys, so we're trying to bring different elements together through this movement we're doing. So it's not just to give people some charity. It's not just to do a random event. We're building towards something bigger. And if you're not from DC, you probably don't know GoGo, but you'll get it if you
Noise when Netanyahu gets there. There's huge activism.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's already going to be a lot, but yeah, so this will be, we're going to bring this that same day. So hopefully the Palestine protest people will get an appreciation, because this is going to bring the raw energy that is missing at these American protests. I call the American protest scene the Tel Aviv protest scene. It's lukewarm, you know. So if this is like bringing the Palestinian energy to the Tel Aviv protest scene. That's the best way I can put it at this point. Like the Palestinians in Palestine, not the diaspora ones who, like me, have become tamed.
and that they're seriously muted, you guys. Right now, Shelly, okay. Yes, please share, because my private messaging is blocked. So I appreciate if anybody can share and like. We're doing fundraiser for Rahss, for a massive concert he's putting together. And it's going to be when Netanyahu gets here. There's going to be a concert in Washington, D.C. And Rahss, you want to explain?
I like to pledge. I like to pledge $50.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we're keeping every day. We were running last minute, so we didn't do a proper GoFundMe, but we're keeping track of every donation. So we'll keep track day by day, and then you'll see where the money goes. But thank you, ma'am, so much. Let me follow you before I forget. How do I follow?
You're sending it to.
You gotta click on her name, and then another thing with the gifts show up on top of it is her name. Click on that, takes you to a page.
You said on top of the gifts?
Yeah, on top of the gift, her name is written very small on top of a bunch of pictures of gifts. On the top left hand, her name Nurvanu is there.
Oh, there, I got it. Yeah. Now I follow. Excellent. Thank you, Ellie.
Okay, I'm gonna help her through the whole PayPal thing.
Yeah, no rush. Yeah, PayPal or any other way, whatever is the easiest. I actually need to go. Somebody sent the money. Graham, I might go pick that up soon. But no, thank you so much. So,
what other options do you have besides PayPal?
I mean, in America, Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, whatever you'd want to send, and then if people want to send money,
Yeah.
whatever.
Venmo is better.
Yeah, if it just DM me or DM Ellie me after, and I could send you whatever.
I'll ask for your Venmo and I'll share it with her. Hello, Shelly.
Hi everyone, assalamu alaikum, how's everybody?
Hi, Shelly. Hi, Shelly.
Warrior.
Hi. Good to see you.
Here.
Okay, we have
The
Rahss,
singer.
and I promised for a donation
Yeah.
towards his concert against Netanyahu on the day of his arrival. You're going to make a donation, and then he can haggle you or rap you or talk to you. So would you be able to make a donation to him?
Yeah, I might. So right now, the main things that I do are Feed Gaza now and Salam and Solidarity. But what I wanted to also offer though is if you want me to ask Eric Warsaw to have you come on the show, Brother PN.
Are you Shelly? Are you that Shelly? Yes.
Yeah, Shelly came and helped me moderate the other day, Ellie. So no,
Yeah.
no. If anybody, I always tell everybody, if there's, we don't. This is money. If you got somebody in Gaza, if you got somebody, you're a family, give the money where it's needed. This is just. But yeah, also, for sure, Shelly, if anybody has any recommendations or ways to spread the message.
a very good audience and a big reach to people. He did a very successful fundraiser for his time, and it would be very nice to have you over.
That's what I was thinking. If you'd like to come, because we've had, Jill Stein twice, Diane Sayre, Medea. I booked him. It was easy enough. You just sent off a few emails. So if you need any help with anything like that, let me know. But if you'd like to come on the show, people would love to see you and hear from you.
Definitely, at any time, just let me know, and I can pretty much make it happen anytime, any day with a little heads up. It would be an honor.
Around 7 p.m. for a few hours. So, that could be very effective, much more than me with my 6,000 followers.
No, every bit's effective. And honestly, I'm new to TikTok Live, and I've been very impressed because I didn't realize it was a very, serious, the community between you guys and Shelly, it's, a very serious community, which I like actually. So that was a bit of a surprise. So basically, I'm saying I plan on being on TikTok Live a lot going forward, inshallah. So hopefully, but basically, I'm down to meet with anybody, big following, little following. I don't care. Just as long as it's good energy, good people. That's the important.
Shelly, you know what the subject is, right? There's a concert coming up on the day of Netanyahu's visit, and we're trying to fundraise for the concert.
And it's a special concert because this music, go-go music, is only in Washington, D.C. It's only the black community in D.C. And it's actually very influential. It's influenced hip-hop, many scenes, but as far as the scene itself, it doesn't get any global exposure, but it's also the real working class, poor black people of Washington who, as we in every city, they support Palestine, but they don't really know about it, and they're isolated from these protest movements. So in these cities like Washington, D.C., it's a segregated city like everywhere in America. You got poor black areas, then you have white areas with the money. So these protests in America, unfortunately, are students and expat or diaspora Arabs who basically act white, and then you have white people who mean well, but that's why I call it Tel Aviv protests. So that's the weakness, in my opinion, of the American protest scene, is it's isolated from the black community of America and also the Latino, although of course there's many black people, many Latinos, but if we could deepen, so it's and go-go is a very raw energy. It's all live, it's all drums, it's very African influenced. Hold on a minute.
That's a great idea. Would you like me to ask SoCal Smitty? Do you know him as well, brother?
I don't, but anybody you could ask.
Yeah, SoCal Smitty does a lot within the black community. He had Dr. Stein on his show the other day, so maybe we reach out to everybody. That's, I think, inclusivity, like you say, is really important, and
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I'd love to connect with him, and I'll follow your lead, Ellie, Shelly, you guys, wherever you point me, I'll go. So any ideas you have, just say the word, and I'd love to. And I'm doing it basically. Oh, here's some more background. There's this fellow Yadi Yah who I'm doing it with. He did a big series. He started, basically he just goes with a go-go band. Like, we didn't have permits. We just set up shop, boom, start. So he did this in 2019, and it caught on, and it almost shut down, major nightlife areas of the city. He called it Mochella, because in D.C. they say Mo. It's like a slang term. So he took Coachella. They called it Mochella. again, with a kind of a protest element to it. And basically, it became a big thing. The city shut it down. Sometimes at these events, there's incidents of violence because, like I say, you have all these poor, marginalized communities. So it's not the event that makes the violence. It's just when you have a huge crowd. So then they use that as an excuse to shut it down. Coachella ended up suing him, so he can't use the Mochella name. But my point being is this guy Yada Yada has he's made some serious waves, and he's like a known kind of leader, cultural influencer in DC. So basically, he reached out to me because he said, this Palestine stuff's been on my heart, but I just, he doesn't have a deep knowledge of the history, this, that, so he didn't know how to approach, where to approach. So anyways, he had reached out to me. So that's kind of some background on it. But basically, as I tell people here, these are people who don't need to extend the hand. The Palestinian community in America, our movement really needs to do the reaching out to the Black community. So the fact that they're reaching out to us, in the local DC organizations had a poor showing. The Tel Aviv protest scene didn't do good, but the event itself was magical. We've posted many videos. There was incredible energy, incredible mix of people, and it'll be an incredible incubator, inshallah, like I say, to build these different connections at a raw, organic way. Unfortunately, people don't want teach-ins. They don't want PowerPoint slides. They need real energy. It's like you're in Costa Rica, Ellie. I don't know exactly the musical scene, but if you got the real bands that the people actually like, that connect with the people, that's how you can make some. So these bands that are playing T.O.B. are legendary in Washington, D.C., not in a commercial, been amongst the real people, or you could Google them. I mean, they have big followings, etc. But anyway, sorry to keep going, but I'm just trying to paint the picture since people don't really know what GoGo is, etc.
Rahss, I send a message to this group of activists. I know their reach is like 6,000 people, and twice a week, like 400 of them are at the demonstration. And I propose to them to think about a fundraiser concert. Just get here, your housing is free, you stay with me, come meet, and then they should make some donation to partially go to you, partially goes to their efforts. Waiting to hear from them. I will let you know.
Thank you so much. Yeah, let me know. Like I say, I'm happy to work with whoever, team up with whoever. And then another thing I'll say about this, we've all probably supported different organizations, different people. This money is going, first of all, these, like I say, are legendary bands. These bands have literally 15 people. So they're charging as low as they can charge to come out. Then we have to get a 26-foot truck, which we know we either rent it directly from him, worst case we go to a rental place. That would literally be the only money if we go to a rental place to rent that truck that isn't going directly into people's pockets. And even that, we know the guy with a truck who we ideally rent from. Then we have a Latino carpenter who needs to build some basic framing along the side of the flatbed truck to make it like a real stage. That then has to be disassembled after. We need to have these 2 sound equipment guys who are top-notch professional sound people. It's like loading an airplane. They come with a truck full of sound equipment. They have to set up all the equipment. Afterwards, they have to take it down. But my point being is that when you give money to organizations, some goes to salary, rent, and I'm all for well-run organizations, but this is money going direct. So it's almost, people say mutual aid. This is actually mutual aid. And instead of just doing mutual aid, we're building a special movement platform. So anyhow, I'm just trying to let people know where the money's going.
Washington, D.C., this is, it's like I'm there, or Nuri is there by your stage. So
Wait, sorry, say it one more time, Ali.
I said for the rest of us who cannot be there in Washington, D.C., like I'm in Costa Rica, Nuri is in California, I don't know where Shelly is, but contribution means this happens and I'm part of it. So
Yeah, exactly. You'll be a part of it, and you'll see there'll be a lot of video, so you'll be a part of it for sure, and it'll be an ongoing, and that's another thing as I mentioned before. We have, obviously some speakers from organizations or different people. We had Taz SDC. If you guys see Taz, he's always with Code Pink. Today he was with Ben Shapiro. He gave an incredible speech at the first one. He's lived 4 years in DC, but he gave the message I'm saying. He dedicated. He said, at first I didn't see this connection. Now I see it. And this is the weakness of our movement is here in DC is we have not connected with you guys. You guys are the local culture community. So he gave a real heartfelt thing of how from this point forward, he's going to, go all in to fight for the black people as he fights for the Palestinians. It's not just, we have speakers. We had Kimon Freeman, who's running for the congressional seat of DC, which is kind of like a fake Congress seat because we don't have a real congressman. But we have this lady, Eleanor Holmes Norton. He's running against her. Kimon Freeman. He has this thing called We Act Radio in DC. He flies a big Palestine flag at his radio station. So this is also a vehicle to give the Kimon Freemans a stage to speak to people. Then he set up his booth to sign people up for his campaign. So it's we're doing political. It's not just it's bringing the people out with the go-go bands, but then we're doing political education. We're trying to anybody. We don't care. If you are supporting the right things as a politician, you could take the stage as if this was your campaign event. So my point being is this money we're raising, and I also tell people this, Nike, all these corporations, they do these events sometimes, community event, and they bring out some dancers and a musician, and this is kind of like that. But if these people put this together, it would cost $50,000. And I say this, if the Israelis could pay for GoGo for Israel, like the event we had in the heart of DC, 14th and U, and have these, the Zionists would probably pay $200,000 for this concert, So what I'm saying is this little couple thousand we're raising is going to stretch very far. It's not just trying to paint the picture that we're putting this money to the absolute best of our abilities right to work to be incredible.
You have some nice products like Sir T-shirt and.
Yeah, we also have merch. If you guys want to buy merchandise, we have a lot of T-shirts, and that I split also. I have a buddy in Southeast DC, kind of from the go-go community, who does merchandise, so he does all that for me. And basically what we do is he gets half the profit. He's in a wheelchair. He works hard, but he basically does all the merch. I take half the profit, which to the date we've gotten 600 something total profit, and I even let him get the first couple hundred because he did all the setup. But the money we take goes to Gaza, or we'll get maybe for this, we'll put it into this. But yeah, so if you want to do merch, but for this event, the merch, if you spend $100, we're probably only getting 30, 40 bucks. It's drop shipping. But anyhow, whatever you like, the merch is an option. If you want the merch, is also great and will help us as well. But thank you. And yeah, we have shirts, all types of stuff. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to buy one of those myself. Listen, I said that I made a announcement here that for a donation of minimum $10, they can come up and be haggled or be wrapped. And since Nuri already did, do you think we can have the wrap you promised us last time?
Yeah, see, and then I owe Mufti G. I need to prepare one. I think I'm going again with Mufti G. But this is what I told Mufti G. We need a beat, or maybe I'll go with my.
Mufti G is part of us. Just go for it.
No, the problem is I need a beat. You know, it's like, or I can prepare one, but without a beat. But here, no, I'll do one from my Search My Bag song. This is about landing at Ben Gurion Airport. If you guys have ever had that experience. So let's go. I just touched down at Ben Gurion. It's about to be very long. They looking through my carry-on. Where you staying? Where you from? Who you know? Where you staying with? Where you about to go? I'm headed straight to Jenin. My fish Israel. Kullu Palestine. Akka Haifa Yafa. Hatta Tel Aviv. I'm Bishrab Shai. I'm sipping Arak on the beach. Now I'm in interrogation, catching banter. I said it's Christmas time. I just came to go see Santa, but really Grandma died and Grandpa got some. I forgot my own rap, so I'm sorry. But look up, Search My Bag. So look up, all my stuff is on YouTube. Abu Rahss, Search My Bag. That was, I tried to do a Palestine.
I was playing, I had a mini promotional live with your music on TikTok. I was playing them on a loop, and one of them came up. I hope they don't ask me that.
Yeah.
In concept, right?
Yeah, exactly. I hope they don't search my bag. I hope they don't ask me that. Who's your cousin? Who's your uncle? Who's your dad? Where you coming from? Where'd you get that? Exactly.
We know that from back in the day in my place, the same things with all the checkpoints and all that.
Yeah,
Same
exactly.
thing. Where are you going? Who do you know? What pubs do you go to? Although they mightn't be asking you that one. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but no.
I was going to say, brother, do you think that since you say that, you know, this is sort of a grassroots movement and you'll be having politicians, I wrote them down, by the way, thank you, to have a look at them. Do you think it'd be worth inviting somebody like Jill Stein or Diane Sayre or somebody maybe to speak as well? And that's, yeah.
I think it would be amazing. Like, you know, if Jill Stein came, that would be incredible. And this is, like I say, this is tapping into the raw energy. This in tapping, like Jill Stein has the smart people who are in tune, like me, you guys. But it's like to connect to the masses, you need to have, some sort of cultural vehicle. So this would be exactly the kind of thing that, in my opinion, would make the Jill Steins much more politically effective and more powerful. But yeah, no, by all means, anybody, literally.
Can someone fill me in a little bit real quickly? I'm sorry, I just popped in. I'd like to get like the basic breakdown of what you guys are talking about.
So there's GoGoGaza. I have a lot of posts on my page, but basically, there's a music called Go-Go in DC. Look up Mochella, like Coachella, Mochella. There's a million videos online. Basically, we're merging the Mochella movement, which is the anti-gentrification, indigenous black people of DC movement, with the Palestine movement. And by bridging these gaps, we're also bringing in all kinds of people. But we were saying it's not just the music. The go-go bands are legendary in DC, so they bring out a good crowd of all black, working class, real DC people. And if you ever go to a go-go, it's 100% black or 99.9% black. And again, I'm not an identity politics person, but this is real life. The weakness of the left in the U.S. is that it's the last time the left had any bite to it was with Malcolm X, because he was somebody who galvanized the black community. Jill Stein, bless her heart, Bernie Sanders, and Jill's a million times better than Bernie. They're never going to do anything with some old white liberal white woman behind them and a couple who random. No, they need the real working class people behind them, which they would be behind them. They just are blacked out from the media. People don't know about them. So this is it's still early, so we're going to see what direction things go. But this is basically a vehicle, an incubator to bring these different energies together to make them more powerful. Like DC, if you put hashtag don't mute DC, this has been like kind of a thing of the fight of gentrification. People try to shut down Mochella. They've tried to pass new noise laws because, traditionally people in these neighborhoods will blast music in the summer. They have public events like these go-go's. So don't mute DC has kind of become a battle for DC, you could say. So the same way Palestinians are fighting to keep their identity, culture alive from a wave of colonialism, gentrification. That's what the go-go's music, but no, so it's bringing this all together. Sorry, but here's what I tell people: go-go. It's hard to understand. You probably got to Google go-go, Google Mochella. It's difficult to explain. You kind of need to see it in person but we posted a bunch of stuff from our first event, so check it out. And I'm posting more. I have speeches. I'm going to post a full Taz speech, Taz SDC. It was maybe the best speech I've heard at a Palestine protest.
Make an announcement that this event is fundraiser for the concert, which happens on the day of arrival of Netanyahu. And we ask anybody who comes up the panel talking to Abu Rahss to make a donation.
Can I be honest?
Did he say it was so?
We don't need your honesty. I didn't like his tone of voice from the start, and right now I don't even want to hear his honesty. But go ahead. What's your honesty, brother? What's your honesty, Benjo? He sounds like a white man. What's your honest? What can I be genuine? What's your honest?
Yes, you can be absolutely genuine. And
okay.
I don't know how my tone of voice was.
Can you not talk like that? I don't like how your voice sounds.
It's my voice.
I don't like it. Can I be honest? I don't like how your voice sounds.
Lads, now. Lads, just a minute now, lads. Just because I know that you just have come across one another, but Vengeful does a lot with Salam and Solidarity.
Okay, no, I know, but unfortunately the Palestine people, these are the sour grapes. Here are the people, Vengeance, you've done stuff for 30 years. You haven't moved anything. The Palestine, but I'm sorry, Vengeance. Let me hear you be honest. Let's hear it.
It obviously seems that that's not welcome.
Anybody who says, let me be honest, already is a big red flag for me. But continue, sir. Please.
Well, then those words came out wrong. I was trying to respectfully say something.
Say your point, sir. Don't worry, sir. I'm not a politician. You don't need to play fake. Just cut to the chase with me, brother.
It's okay. All right, I'll leave. It's okay. So
this is my point, though. These are and God bless his soul, but these are the people
Okay, I'll stay. Okay, can you be silent for a minute?
Energy cannot lead a movement. Now he's getting mad.
No, I'm not getting mad.
Who can lead a movement.
You're being disrespectful.
Sir, you're a book club person. Listen to his voice. He's a book club person. The book club people need to sit in the back seat respectfully.
I started a nonprofit to help feed Gazans in the ground in Palestine.
I don't care, sir. Do you want a gold sticker? What do you want? Sir?
No.
You want a gold sticker for that?
I wanted people to focus on getting food and water distributed in Gaza.
They play the Karen mad stuff.
No, I'm trying to get.
Gaza?
You're not listening.
Good for you, brother. Good.
You don't
care
listen
about black people in DC, so I don't care about you. How about that?
Who said that?
I said that.
Okay, well,
your 1 minute is over. You did not make the point, so you're going down.
I'm sorry, Shelly. It's all love. And if you don't want, and I know how to be a respectable person, but this is what Shelly said. Ellie said we're having fun today. So, unfortunately, I'm like have you guys seen the? Yeah, this is my signature. Have you seen the dog whisperer? I'm like the white people / Western people whisperer. So I know these people better than they know themselves, unfortunately. But God bless his heart. He's helping the kids in Gaza, and he wants to be commended for it. So we'll
ask Shelly to please take an active role in helping him organize. That's what I'm trying to do with Eric Stein. You have good reach.
I'm at your guys' service. Whatever you want from me, you tell me, and I'll do it. I'll be like a wind-up.
I mean, we can do the organizing, you do the entertainment.
Sorry, guys, I just came in off the ranch. Yeah, like, it's hard. These lives are really difficult and we're all thrown in together. But I'm happy to put you in contact with, Jill Stein's people and Diane Sayers' people and all of that. And I just checked in with Eric and we'd love to have you and just maybe
I think Jill Stein's people would get it. I don't know her campaign too well, but judging on the way they post, sometimes I think she has like some younger people who are, kind of know how to. So my point is, they're not book club. Like this last guy, bless his heart, the book club people don't get it. They say that, these are Western privileged people who say, you need to worry about Gaza. First of all, sir, my whole life is Gaza. Don't tell me about Gaza. Second of all, the people in Southeast DC is Gaza. My friend Twin, who's helping me organize this, his brother just got shot. This is what I mean about these people. They don't care. They want to do a book club about Gaza. No, there's people getting shot in DC. These people have, for the past 400 years, been forgotten, marginalized. This is Gaza. So if you don't want to help the slums of Baltimore, the slums of DC, the slums of New York City, the slums of Belfast, here's what I say. If you're in Ireland, help the poor people next to you first. If you're in DC, you want to help Gaza, help the poor people in your community, because guess what? The people in Tel Aviv are helping poor people on the other side of the world from earthquakes. So how does it feel when you see Israelis helping people? So we become Israelis when we forget the people in our local community and we want to go help a poor kid on the other side of the world. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. I send money to Gaza. I'm on contact every day with many people in Gaza. My heart is Gaza, but people who do this, they sometimes make it like a fetish thing. No, Gaza is real people with dignity. They don't need your pity, charity. They need you to connect with them. They don't need charity. They need people to connect and give them opportunities and bring them into the fold. But I'm sorry.
Well, I think what you do is
I can just tell you, and I'm happy to talk to you off, I'm not sure that this is the right venue, but I will say that I know the work that other a brother does, and if you knew it as well.
No, I support him, man. If you knew me, I butt heads with PY. I butt heads with all these organizers.
I'm not even talking about Gaza now. I'm talking about something else entirely. So, like, I know.
But ma'am, I would never come on that man's live when he's putting his heart and soul into an effort that actually is the most beautiful effort ever, and say, well, you know what, my honest opinion, bro, at that point, I don't want it. I really don't. At that point, you're becoming an up. And unfortunately,
that's her style. We can't censor him. Okay?
Yeah, and I don't do this for personal stuff. I've been butting heads.
White man style really needs to,
of course.
Step
and
back.
I'm not here to say I've got one small. I've one kid. That's enough. I don't need any more of that. So my role is I am to keep in touch with whoever can help, and that's kind of that's what I'm good at, guys. And that's the long and the short of it. If I can mod for you, I'm happy to do that as well.
No, thank you, Shelly. And I don't want to create any issues. So everybody, I speak for myself. Shelly, Shelly is just this is my point, though. People need to have Shelly's energy if they're in this movement, which is we're here for the mission. If you want, doesn't matter if it's Rahss or Steve or John, whoever. So that's why I don't like these organizations. Sometimes not the people, the leaders. They get into this book club bickering. It becomes like you're dealing with corporations. You run an idea by them. They say, oh, well, I like that idea. But no, it needs to be like, Shelly, oh, let me put you in touch with this. Let me put that's how we should be moving on that type. So that's another thing with this. This is pushing that sort of energy of like, let's just get it. Move and stop all this. Well, can I give you my honest opinion? I think, and then you know what happens with his honest opinion? GoGoGaza gets shut down. Everything gets shut down. Then nothing happens. We're just, well, I don't think, Ellie, you want my opinion on this live? I don't think you should have did this live because this live isn't helping. Nobody needs that energy. It's because Ellie is working for the cause. But no, for Jill Stein's campaign, this would be a beautiful, just a visual. It would be a mostly black crowd, but mixed with the Palestine, big numbers, real energy. This would show people the vision of this is what it can be. We can actually have a real candidate, not just with a little group of white people talking, with a real rambunctious crowd. Like, wow, that's what Bernie Sanders' movement could have been if the Hillary people didn't thwart them, and burn it. So that's kind of, again, nobody knows the future. We don't have all the answers. So we're just at this point, we're just trying to keep it alive and focus on this next event. But we'd like to keep it going.
He only follows like 30 people. Do you have his WhatsApp, or are you following her?
Who, Shelly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow Shelly. She came on my live the other day and was moderating. And Shelly, you should have seen it. After you went off at the way end, I let on some fake Palestine page, and they started screaming the N-word. A bunch of, I think, Israeli kids. They're giggling. And then I didn't know how to disconnect them, so I just ended the live. But anyway, I didn't get penalized. So I said, nah, Shelly and Mufti G would have put me in my place for that miss stuff.
No, not at all. It's like, it's like anything, you get used to it. But I'll tell you what I'll do, if it's okay with you, I'll send you over my number and emails and what have you. And if you want, I'll copy it on the emails to those folks, and we'll get this moving. SoCal committee as well, if you like, a few days notice to come on, Eric, so that we can advertise for you. And you know what it reminds me of? There used to be a load of concerts in Hyde Park in London, and like you'd have people from Jamaica and Ireland and everywhere, and it was grassroots, and a lot of the political movements, even Sinead O'Connor kind of got started that way, whereby they combine these with ideas like this, and I like that.
No, exactly. And I was telling somebody else from London, I think she was on the live with with us. It's, yeah, kind of like London Carnival. Like imagine a politicized London Carnival. So yeah, exactly what you just described. Irish, Jamaican in Hyde Park, Sinead O'Connor. We're basically, that's another thing I've said. We're trying to bring the Michael Jackson 80s energy back. We've gotten to the depths of this influencer. Everybody's curated and fake. No, we need the real 80s London Hyde Park go. You know, that's what we're trying to bring. So I like that one.
We just got here.
And I'm gonna.
All right. Well, I'm going to hop off if you don't mind. I came in off the right, so
yeah, how you there, Shelley? How are you? It's a pleasure to meet you on the platform as well. God bless you. I'll be with you very shortly. I'm just sharing the link out to everybody now.
Thank you, Rahss. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Hi, guys. All right. Well,
Thank you so much, Shelley. No, yeah, and I'll be in touch. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think
Evelyn, it's nice to meet you, my sister. So appreciated. It's nice to meet you all too. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
you should get on Eric's show. There are a lot of good people. I think he has like 80,000 followers.
Yeah.
Very proactive, very intelligent people.
Very.
And they did amazing for the fundraiser for Jill Stein. So it's
Beautiful. Yeah, no, I'll you know, anybody who will have us. And no, the more we do it, the more people will see, because at this point, it's a bit.
if Jill Stein can coordinate with you to have a speech while you're having your concert, that would be amazing.
No, it would be amazing. That's exactly what we're going for. That's what we want. We want this all to go behind a Jill Stein. That's exactly what that's what I'm saying. We don't want to just have people in a park. Sorry, say it one more time.
I just hope Netanyahu doesn't cancel the trip. He just canceled his trip to Romania and Czech Republic.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think his arrogance is too. Hold on, let me. He won't want to give up on that chance. But yeah, maybe Biden and then pull the plug on him. Here, let me see if I can put my camera now. All right, here I'm on camera. Or does the camera not work? I try to put it. Save.
Oh.
Okay, now we're on. Sorry, now we're fully live. Crap, actually I forgot something. Assalamu alaikum, Mufti G, my brother. My brother. I was showing my sister some of your stuff yesterday. She was loving the Mufti G vibe. She used to live in the UK.
So he was talking about organizing maybe a concert for you in Manchester.
Yeah, no, that's the next step of all this is taking it international, connecting in Manchester, connecting, because there's these go-go scenes everywhere.
Do you use local musicians or do you have to take your own crew with you?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like every city has its. Like DC has go-go, the UK, and you have grime music, you have garage. So that's my point, is this can be duplicated with every scene. No, and you don't have to bring our whole, we could, however, I mean, yeah, if we had money, great, we'd bring all the go-go bands, but if not, we'll make it work how we can make it work. But yeah, obviously that's
because
that's
would
the
be
next
cost saving in terms of, what you have to start first to get there. If we can use the local band.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Man, G, what I go on, bro? Sorry, I was a bit late. I just finished up. I've shared the link out.
But go on, my brother.
All chilling, bro, hearing your lovely voice.
No, you're good, my brother. Pleasure.
Standards. I've got all the Manchester rolling on rock and roll. I've had so many messages on my WhatsApp group. They say, my G, where have you brought my G from? He's coming to Manchester, but you got to start getting the dollar out, bro. We got to get the money out.
Nah, exactly. No, that's why I'm trying. I consider this like it's like a young plant barely making it. If we could just get this plant going, it could grow, all sorts of directions and ways. But first, we need a.
No, I'm with you all the way. The plan that you've got up, I've set my plant up already. In the next 4 months to 5 months, we're going viral on the platform on .com. I'm not releasing the information out. I've got a load of funders coming on the board, and we're ready to divert the money out straight into Gaza, bro. So whatever comes in from me will go into your bandwagon. We'll get videos viral going out there. I've set up a project for Kashmir as well at the same time. I'm already donating up in Kashmir as well at the same time. So we're viral in every single section, bro. So don't worry about that.
Beautiful, beautiful. No, with you guys to provide the structure, we could go places. I was telling them before, I didn't know that TikTok Live was. I pictured it as a frivolous place. I didn't know it could be such a. Now I see why they're trying to shut it down.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a.
Kurma, welcome, my sister. You know what you need to do? Hit the For You bombarding, my lovely team. I love you. Welcome to the house. Mufti G's in the house with the one and only PM. So come on, boys. Let's start tapping, liking, sharing. Hold on to the host button. Get to 50 contacts, please. Start bombarding the For You page as well.
I mean, it was a good thing that you found Shelly. Very good organizer.
Yeah, no, she came. I didn't. Her, and there was another one. I'm going blank on her name. Somebody else from the UK. But yeah, they were very helpful. But no, between Shelly and you guys, I feel like I've got a full campaign team behind. I feel in good hands. So alhamdulillah.
If you need help with organizing anything, call on me. And
No, this is what if we have you guys as an organizing team, we bring this go for Gaza, these different types of elements together. We can make something powerful happen.
yeah, but definitely take up Shelly on her offer of going on live with Eric.
No, definitely.
He has a lot of good following.
I've already been on Eric's live. He's unbelievable. I've spoken to him. What I've done, I've got my IT team ready and rolling in the UK right now. We've got a podcast that we're setting up in the next 2 to 3 months. My lovely son will be doing all the lectures on the podcast with the face coming out. So don't worry about the podcast in the UK. I've got it under control for you, my brother. So whatever contributions are coming in, we'll start diverting them out, my brother, with you all the way.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, and I can't wait to make it.
Make a donation for now, and then if you're really interested to help, contact Mufti G. He's doing the London section. I'm trying to do Costa Rica, but for now we're concentrating on the concert in Washington, D.C.
Yes, we are.
On the day of arrival of Netanyahu. Very important. If you cannot be there, he's going to be there, and he's loud and obnoxious when he wants to be. Correct?
Yeah, and this one, the last one, my phone was dead. This one, I'm going to be doing PNN all day. So if people want to come to DC, we'll be doing live PNN. But I was going to say this, they're having a protest for Netanyahu. How they always have the protests, and the protests are good. But this go for Gaza is like, if you guys played the Mario game, Mario Kart, when they get the star and they get supercharged, this go for Gaza concert is like putting that star on the protest. It's going to take it to another level. It's going to give it a new energy. It's going to, and like I say, this is a replicable thing, city to city. And even with this one, we had a fellow reach out from Beit Sahur. He's a DC guy. He owns a dispensary, marijuana dispensary in DC. We had never heard of him. He saw this event. He reached out. He brought one of those graphic trucks, which are pretty expensive. He covered other expenses. He's fully on board. So what I'm saying is, in every city, you have these Palestinian, Arab, Muslim, or whoever, people who are entrepreneurs, who are successful, but they're not in tune with the local or the book clubs, as I call them. So, and there's also, like I say, go. There's a scene in every city for the real, local people and the working class people. So, if you can bring these type of Issa, his name was Issa, people like him out of the woodworks, you bring the local community, you start to develop a more potent cocktail as opposed to the one we have now, which is I keep calling it the book club model of some book clubs, and maybe they raise some money and they just talk amongst themselves and they have group chats. And like him, this is their culture. God bless his soul. He said, well, can I be honest? Because I'm on these group chats. Their culture is like, well, Ellie, let me tell you my opinion. And then the next person says their opinion. It's like, no, we need Mufti G energy. We need Ellie energy. We need people who are real humans that you feel like you're not talking to the Amazon corporation. That's what I say about a lot of these people. You
if
feel
you
like
had paid for getting haggled, I wouldn't mind, because that's your line of work. But he didn't even pay. He just jumped in. And I was talking. He jumped into what I was saying, and he went, "Can I give you honest opinion?" No, shut up. Actually,
and this is.
I wonder if he's one of your guys. His name was Vengeance something.
No, and this is these people. They mean well, but this was a live example, Ellie. You saw he came, and even at the beginning, I could tell the way he was talking. I kind of didn't like his, but he said, I'm new here. Can somebody fill me in? I already don't like those people, because it's like, I've been posting about this. If you're new, what do we all have to stop and explain it to you? But I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Entitled. The white
entitled. But you know what? I indulged him. I spilled my heart out for 2 minutes from the bottom of my heart. And he said, well, you want me to be honest? So, but this is why I do the PNN tactics, not only on Zionists, but unfortunately, sometimes I have to do it on, whoever, because when you're with you and Mufti G, you can be genuine. You can speak your heart. You guys are actually listening. Maybe
bro, what I've done for you, anytime for you, I've got the Manchester Gunchester team ready to viral. We've got a couple of restaurants I think sponsoring. I'm just sorting the deal out with these guys to come in and get in rolling, so it's bang on for that. Don't worry about that side. Amara, my sister, my lovely daughter, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Whoa, we're rock and roll.
Yeah.
No, that's what we need. The Gunchester energy, mix it up with the Palestine protest energy, and we have a potent mix. And then you bring Jill Stein to lead it, and
yes, absolutely.
We're in a good place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've got Jill Stein, and what I've got these youngsters just message me on the WhatsApp group ready to go. So I've turned around and said to them that if you're coming onto the bandwagon, remember one thing, boys, you know what Mufti G is all about, fam. If you're popping in and you're not contributing, you'll get removed off the platform. So start like, share. To these big boy TikToks, to all these big influencers, guess what? Jog on. We haven't got time for no one. We're on a vibe here to get our rhythm out, and our rhythm is ready to go rock and roll. So to these youngsters that have already said they're ready to contribute, remember one thing: when you turn up, when he comes to Manchester, I'll handle all his entourage. every restaurant that we're going to pop in. Thank you very much to the Mr. T boys out there, my lovely T's. I love you guys, unbelievable. I will send you the link out in the next couple of weeks, and we're ready to go rock and roll. As soon as he's here, we'll